Hello, hello. My name is Mahogany Monet, the host of Sweet Lips Theory, and I have my special guest with him. We're here today. I don't know why, but I think it's this Sir Davis. But uh, we have Q.
Hello, everybody. It's the Don Milan back. You can follow my Instagram at QUAANTEZ and all of my music at Q.Milan.
Trey.
What's up, everybody? My name is Trey Black, a singer, songwriter, and event curator out of South Florida. You can follow me on all social media at It's Trey Black.
And the queen in the bag.
I am Nina Love. I'm Nina Love on Facebook, and I'm Nina underscore Amiri. That's AMIREE on TikTok.
And if you don't already do so, follow Miami Community Radio and also Sweet Lips Theory Podcast. Again, Miami Community Radio and Sweet Lips Theory Podcast on IG. Today's topic is going to be teamwork at home and outside. How dads can help share the mental load. What do you guys feel about that topic? Being if you come from a single parent home or even a single dad home. I feel like both parents should be able to, co-parent and get the job done, but it's not always that easy. Speaking from experience,
Right.
Period.
you know. Somebody want to?
I'm gonna let somebody else crack it off. I got to think about this one a little bit.
Okay, maybe I'll crack it off. So when I got the message and I saw what it was about, I instantly thought about a couple things. So the first thing that I wanted to say is, to the listeners out there, sometimes relationships work, and when they work, and you have the opportunity to bring a child into this world, I think that it's a beautiful thing. I myself am not a parent, and so in this episode, I want to be very careful about what it is that I say because I don't know what it's like to be a parent. I only know what it's like to be a child. But I do have experience with being in relationship with people and also being, separated from people. And so there is no right or wrong. Well, there is a wrong way. I'll say there are many ways to co-parent, if you have the opportunity to bring a life in this world with someone. And if it happens that one of those ways turns out to be that you all don't work and you need to separate, there are, I think there are ways, routines, behaviors that you all can put in place in order to, support the child and their upbringing, which is what it's really all about. The last thing that I'll say is I was listening to a podcast a little earlier this week. It was one of those woo-woo podcasts about like spirituality and things like that. And one of the things that I pulled from it is this idea of like soul contracts, right? And so there's this theory that before you get here, that your soul is in agreement with other souls, and they're either here to teach you something, to be a catalyst for, something else to happen in your life, and you have these contracts. So in that same mindset, if you are with someone and it happens not to work out, if you frame it in the like sense of I was with someone and our soul contract ended, but we still have an obligation to raise this child, right? This is just a new phase of our relationship together. We may not be sleeping together, right? We may not go out on movie dates and hold hands and all of the things, but this is the next phase, and how do we walk through this together, gracefully, I think is a great way to frame it instead of thinking about this relationship failed, and I can understand maybe how some of that weighs on the way that you rear your child. But if you just understand that your soul contract in this particular way has ended, you've learned the lesson that you needed to learn, you brought the child into the world, which is probably what, so it's time to move. So it's time to move on. Yes. It's time to take care of the child, and it's time to honor your new assignment.
But you know what I realized in co-parenting? Some people don't know how to move on. And when they don't know how to move on, they create a problem. And sometimes it may not be that other parent. It could be somebody who's, molding that person to be that way.
True.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the problem that I have when it comes to co-parenting. Because I don't have no beef or nothing with the dad, but I feel like it's other people that make him do the things that he do. And I'm only hypothetically speaking.
For sure.
But when my spirit lead me there, most likely it's not wrong.
You know what's going on.
Because what made me think that way is because everything that I post, everything my child posts, is always a feedback after that.
Like
And since
negative
my
or positive?
To me, it's never positive.
Never positive.
And, I try to be cordial with everybody before I act stupid.
As you should.
I do.
That's responsible.
Yeah. And like I tell them about my child, I'll run through your whole house by myself.
Like a stampede.
And this been happening since my child was young. And I still tend to be cordial, and I'm talking because it's me and about 17 other baby mamas, being extra. It ain't really 17, but it feel like it.
I'm
You know
glad
what
you
I
clarified that.
Yeah,
Me too, I'm counting.
and I'm speaking from the heart, and they might not like it. I'm sure they don't like most of the videos that I post, because I'm gonna speak my truth.
As you should.
You was not in the bed when we was making this baby, and if you was in the picture, I didn't know nothing about you until after the fact. And this goes back to your twin. I never forget when I found out that he was talking to somebody else. I was laying on y'all room floor.
For real?
I swear on everything I love.
Didn't even know.
Yeah, no, Sparkle was there. I said, girl, I'm big and pregnant. And I say, girl, he in a whole nother relationship. She say, Mookie, you lying. You good. How you found that out? I showed her everything. I don't know if she remember, but I remember vividly.
Damn.
I'm big and pregnant.
Like 7-8 months.
Yeah, already in there.
I would have been devastated.
I was.
I would have
I was. For a long time, it still is. And my baby 12, 13 years old.
Because that hurt don't go away. That's
No,
like
it don't.
betrayal. That's ultimate.
So try having 4 baby daddies and have to relive the same thing over and over again to the fact that you're like, okay, I'm going to just be by myself because what's out here at this point? Like, I feel like a lot of people come from broken homes, so they create those broken homes that they came from.
Exactly.
And I feel like it always should be for the child's best interest, no matter what. Regardless of my feelings and how I feel about you, I could think that you were effing or whatever the case may be, but for my baby's sake, we're gonna have to communicate. We're gonna have to figure this out. Because it ain't about me no more, it's about the baby.
But I don't think men know how to do that.
They don't.
Without
They don't.
having some kind of
They don't.
relationship, sexual ship. And I don't know why they think like that. And another
For
thing,
the ones that got multiple baby mamas, how they think like that, because the other baby mamas be still having relations with them. So when you stand on business, it's like
They
need
feel
to fall
like-
in line.
yeah.
I'm not helping you until you fall in line and open them legs, and then maybe I could like
yes,
get some groceries.
And
Oh,
I think
baby,
that's-
no.
I think that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Because
that's what it is.
When they able to run back
No.
and do, they feel like everybody like that.
Yeah, nope.
And you only got one time to mess me up. One time to
And
mess
it's a
me
wrap.
up. And it's a wrap. I learned from it.
Right.
But I'm not going to treat you any kind of way. I'm going to still be cordial, even though I know you did me like shit.
You got to hold them from a distance.
Yeah.
I got
And-
an interesting perspective. I don't mean to cut
Go
you off,
ahead.
though. So me, I like to feel like I was a very intelligent child, So I feel like growing up, my parents, I saw it from a firsthand perspective, like my parents beef in my childhood, and like I would talk to my mom like, oh, why I can't see my dad, and she'd be like, oh, he want this and this and this from me, but I'm not gonna get him that. And then I'd be like,
she would tell you?
well, I was one of them kids who was like
Asking
questions. I know
Like, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I
The
was,
real
Yeah.
question.
like,
Yeah,
I was a bookworm kid. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't get nothing over me.
Yeah.
So I would go to my dad whenever, I had the opportunity to be around him, and he would say the same thing. Oh, your mom, da-da-da-da-da, it's like that. So me as a kid, I never understood why y'all couldn't just like, coexist just in sake of like your child. But then getting older, you got to understand like different things come into play. Like my dad, he had a wife. And I was like around his kids, and they would say the same thing. But I'm thinking like, oh, they got a perfect life because they got their mom and their dad. But no,
No, they hurting more than
exactly
she is.
because
I look
you
at
got
it.
that.
I look at it as it was a blessing in disguise. It might have hurted me, but it took me away from the problem.
For sure, yeah.
You don't look at it that way until like you sit back and years go by. Like, oh, you really saved me from that.
And now for future reference not to go through that same thing.
Yeah. But my thing is, when it's several baby mamas, why do they think when you come around it's always something? You know what? They probably see you as a threat.
Of course. What else?
Gotta be.
Somebody
Yeah.
that's not a threat, you're not gonna pay that much attention to. You're not gonna mind them. You're gonna let them do what they do. But when they be knowing that you got that the nigga got a soft spot for you. That's what it is.
You know what? That
So they
is
be trying
true.
to keep you away from them. But to me, it's up to me whether or not I'm finna do it, and I don't want them. So y'all finna come get the baby or what?
Yeah.
Like what we doing right now? You get what I'm saying? Like what is we doing right now? Like you so focused on me trying to get with him that you
Yes.
don't want my child to come over, or you feel some type of way about my child or whatever.
Don't
the case
invite
may
your
be.
child or
Yes,
nothing.
yes, and it don't gotta be
Nothing.
like that.
And I was the type of
It's immaturity.
Yeah, the type of person when my child had a party or Orlando trips, I told him,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't got to pay for nothing. Just come on. For the sake of my child. My child he the only child, so let's go.
That's maturity right there, though.
Yeah, that
Everybody
is
not mature.
maturity.
I had times where he would call my phone, text my phone, what do you got on my child?
You lying.
I swear.
You lying to
On
me.
everything, my mama would come back and walk in this
You
door.
lying to me.
Damn.
Well,
And
I
I'm
ain't gonna
like,
say you lying.
what?
That done happened to me before too.
I'm like, what? For a person don't have social media, how do you know that?
Watching. Yeah, that's very immature.
And that's the thing where they slip at. When you watching my stories and my page running back, having group chats and group conversation, living room gossip time, you don't know this person texting my phone.
Exactly.
Probably sitting up in the living room right next to you.
Just don't know.
Don't know.
But that's why the females be envying you though, because you all in their search bar.
Yeah.
That's why.
I like that one. That
You
was
all in their search bar, they go through their phone. They got a million messages talking about good morning, good morning, good morning, and you ain't writing them back. And the baby mama like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
you ain't paying them no attention. That's why.
They know. They got
And I don't have a problem with none of them.
That's why.
You know what he called us? Talking about what y'all trying to be, the baby mama's club?
Yeah, right.
You made it. You made us the baby mama club.
You the common denominator, my
Yeah.
love.
And I don't mind having no baby
Like
mama
what?
club.
You the coach.
Y'all need to come around with a collection plate. We need the funds for the organization. What's going on in here? What's really good? The baby mama's club. Where's the money?
Because we getting the kids together.
No, for real, where the money?
Yeah.
And y'all, I can relate because my dad, I don't know how many baby mamas he got, but my dad got 13 kids. So when I tell you, it was like growing up was a struggle for me. Like I
Do
used
you know all of them?
Yeah, now, but like it was real sporadic growing up. Like I had some siblings in Chicago, some siblings in Wisconsin, and I went to grade school in Wisconsin. So I used to meet like my siblings, like I had a brother literally 4 months younger than me. We met on the playground in middle school.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, we went on a double date. Telling y'all, we went on a double date. Me and both our girlfriends, they was cool. So we get in the chat, and he like, "What's your daddy name?" I'm like, da da da. He like, "Oh, I'm a junior." We got the same dad. I'm like, You fucking lying. So I go home, tell my mama, oh yeah, that's your brother. Why you didn't tell me that? Like,
Right.
That's the problem
It's
that
just
I
a lot.
don't want my
Yeah.
child to have, which he been around them.
Right.
But as the years go, you forget. And
You
like
do.
I tell him, I say, you want to go over there for the weekend? No.
because he don't
I
know
say,
them.
why not? He was like, because it'll feel a little weird. I ain't talked to them in like a couple years.
And I feel like a child shouldn't feel like that
No.
about
But
their family.
no, they shouldn't. But me, I don't bash him. I don't do none of that.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
I never said anything negative. I always made it seem good. But my child 13 now. You know what he told me? My daddy, the only daddy I know is Marcus.
You
And
can't
I've
blame
been with him since Brylan was 3. You know, and it's sad. And I don't want it to be like that. You know, I want you to
Get that experience with your other
Yeah.
side. Yeah, I understand that for sure.
I think that's
As a man, that
that's
should
tough,
make you
yeah.
feel some type of way too. As a man,
and
like-
especially if your daddy wasn't there. That's a number one kicker.
Oh,
So,
wait.
so take it
That
from
right there.
a guy who daddy was there and their daddy was their best friend, and then you have a son, your first son, and don't be there for him. Like, it's like, I don't get it.
Oh yeah,
I don't
that's
get
even
it.
crazier.
Yeah. So it's just crazy. Like, I feel like people need to separate their feelings from what the child need. Like,
Yeah.
Best interest.
it's all about what the child need, what's best for the child. Like, one of my baby fathers, for instance, like, say for instance, like, I done paid my bills and I done took care of home. I done got the kids their costumes, got the girls' hair done. I done did everything. So now I'm probably to my last bit of money. So I'm like, could you get a pizza? And I'm asking you for a Little Caesars pizza. I'm not even like trying to be fancy. Just go to Little Caesars, let me get a pizza or whatever.
That piece will still be here.
Let me tell you, hot and ready. So
Yes, hot sauce and ranch.
Garlic butter.
and for you to tell me, and you start talking about, oh, I don't have no money because the car I drive and the where I stay at is fancy and this and that. It has nothing to do with that because I'm not clocking your pockets. So why you clocking mine?
That's
so
$5.
if I'm still showing up regardless of what my expenses is, you need to show up regardless of what your expenses is. What I spend my money on shouldn't matter if I'm still doing for the child. And I
Exactly.
feel like it'd be too many factors playing in them being a father and not what my baby need. It need to be just what do my child need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's to the point that my children have phones now, so you don't even need to contact me. So why are you still not doing nothing? Like, I just don't get it. Like, this is a real, like, deep conversation for me because I'm dealing with it from, well, I was not even 4 aspects, 3, because one of my child's fathers is amazing, but the other 3, bullshit. Like,
And I think sometimes people don't want to be parents; they just want to have raw sex.
oh my God.
I-
Yes.
you
That
understand
is,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Yes.
Like no one
Yes.
goes into this saying.
No cap.
Well, I'm not gonna say no one, but there are definitely people out here who don't go into this saying, "Hey, I want to have a child with you. I want to be there for
Yes.
my child," and they're thinking about, we're gonna do this.
And
for the
that's my
next
fault on my
18 to
aspect too,
21
because
years. They're
that's the
like, I just wanna do
conversation
it
I need to
raw.
hear. That's the
See-
conversation I need to hear.
See,
Because
yeah.
all that, oh, we go together. Oh, we go together. Tell them we go together. No.
No, we don't.
No.
No, we don't. No.
Well, we did at the time when this baby was made.
We could have.
was
Could have went together.
Yeah, we were together when it was being made.
Right.
But you
You
know,
fumbled.
after you find out the bullshit, you haul ass, and now they don't want nothing to do with you and the goddamn baby.
Yeah, and I think, relationships are complicated. I
Very.
grew up with a very 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 complex childhood. My father has 3 baby mamas, 3 different children. I was the 3rd child, and then he went back to the 2nd baby mama.
Oh, that's how you.
Real sporadic.
And then she has children. We've all grown up together, right? And I think sometimes people don't stop to realize the impact that it makes on a child. Like, I'm in my 30s now, and I had a conversation with my mom, and she's thinking this entire time that, and don't get me wrong, she provided a good life for us, right? And she did the most that she could. I remember even though they were having beef and disagreements, my mom would be the kind of mom who she wants all the children to go to the same summer camp, right? My daddy kids, her kids, everybody, we're all going to the same summer camp, or we're all kind of hanging out together. But children are not dumb, right? And they understand and they feel the complexity of these arrangements, right? I understand that this is my half brother, or this is my half sister, or this is my stepsister. Now, in my 30s, I just see it as these are just all my siblings, and I love them, and we talk and we get along. But that is an understanding that I got in my adult age. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Between you guys, right?
What parents don't even understand, I'm speaking from the perspective of a child, is that when you step into all of these complexities of relationships, your child then becomes an advocate for you. So like when I was growing up, and I'm spilling a little bit of tea, compliments of Beyonce and Jay-Z, but my siblings and I used to fight, like real fight, like real fight, and it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with us, right? We had no beefs, but we were carrying the mantle of our parents. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm fighting my older sister because I know that my mom and her mom fighting over the same man. So here are the children carrying out those same actions and behaviors. And so it becomes very complex. Or I grew up, like a lot of people would think that I'm an only child because of the way that I carry myself, right? I was my mother's first child. But I have like a bunch of brothers and sisters. But because of the way that I was raised, it made me carry myself as though I was a single child or an only child. So I don't think that parents really think about that, and it's hard, right? Because you're living your own life, you have your own experience, and that's the other thing that I had to realize is that your parents are just people, right? Having an experience. They're having sex. They're in relationship. They were in love. They fell out of love, and so there's complexity there, and there's fullness in that. But I think as the people who are engaging in these acts, sometimes you can't see the future, right? But there's an opportunity to really think about, I'm going to bring a human into this world, a human with a mind, with a consciousness, with feelings, right? And I have to be able to think about what the consequences, and not consequences in a bad way, do you understand what I'm saying? But what the reality or the circumstance that my child will be in based on my actions. I think the dads need to think about that too. When you're not around, when you are putting women in uncomfortable situations, for example, you're not giving up any, so I'm not going to be there for the child. Children feel and they understand that. You can't think that they don't understand, because they do. And even if they don't understand at that moment, they internalize, and sometimes they what do you call that? They act out those things. They project, right? So they may not even understand it, but they are sponges, So they see that you're giving somebody an ultimatum, or you're withholding resources because of a certain thing, and you don't even know it because you're not around your child all the time. But you can only imagine that everything that you do, your child is doing. You cuss. They may not do it around you, but your child is cussing. You're mean, you're nasty, you're distant, you're cold. You only have to imagine that your child is picking those things up and then returning those things into the universe. So I just think that's something for the dads to really think about. You have to be careful about how you show up in front of your child, because everything that you do, they may not do it to you, but they're going to be out there doing it to somebody else.
That's true. And I feel like, too, I want to talk about a situation that I just had when I almost had, like, a mental, like, breakdown, because it dawned on me, like, I have a good job. Like, I could be, like, possibly in a position to lose my job because I have to take care of my kids by myself. And I feel like that's unfair for a father to have perfect attendance at work, get up every morning, shower, get ready for work, come home from work, tired, lay down, and I have to, be a mom 24/7. And I feel like that's unfair. And so I was in a situation where my child's teacher called me and she's like, is it possible that your daughter could be to school on time? Because she's been late a couple of days. And I'm like, well, ma'am, if it was possible, she'll be there. Like, I'm a single mom. I get off at 7. She got to be to school at 8:20. I work at Doral, so I got to drive way back, wake her up, put her clothes on, and get her at the door. So I'm like, my hands are tied. It's only so much I could do. And it made me think, like, this is a really compromising position to have to be the only one to have to worry about this. And my oldest daughter is about to be 16 years old, so I've been doing this for 16 years. And I have 4 children. So think about the amount of stress and, it caused a toll on you mentally. And it's not always about the money. But if I'm going to be stressed out and I done lost my mental, you better give me some funds. Let me go get my nails done. Let me go do something if I'm taking care of these children all day. And it's like, they don't understand that. So the
They don't
moment
want to
that,
understand it.
like, it's one inmate that we have like at the jail or whatever. Where I know y'all heard about her, the lady that jumped off the expressway. And
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it makes you wonder, like, what was the breaking point for her? You get what I'm saying? Like, not saying that I will harm my kids because I won't. I love them dearly. But these fathers need to step in and be a man and take care of their seed, because a woman can't do all of that by herself. And even though it may look good and you looking on my social media and my hair always done and I'm making it look good, I'm making it work. So don't resent me because I'm making it look good without you, and you think because you helping me, I'm going to be having more than you. And that's a messed up mentality to have. And I feel like that's another reason why I don't get the help I get, because I have this image, you know what I'm saying? Like I be well put together, but what about those days when I'm in
to.
Yeah.
You supposed to.
Because if I don't have nothing else, like, let me have my self-care. Like, if I don't have nothing else, let me get my hair done, let me get my nails done, let me buy me a bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna make you happy.
Yeah,
It's gonna make you feel
because
yourself.
it's really unfair. It's unfair and mentally draining. Like, it's so many days I have to sit in my car and cry because I'm overwhelmed. And it's many days when I probably need to get groceries and I can't even call my child's father, because instead of you saying, okay, what you need, because I never asked for nothing, I got to worry about you saying everything that I got that costs money. That does not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what type of car I drive. It don't matter
My thing
it doesn't matter about that.
They should want your child to drive in a nice car,
That's
live
what
in a
I'm
nice
saying.
house. They should want the comfortable.
And that's what I told him. I'm like,
it's not for you at the
I'm
end
paying
of the
for
day.
your child to live nice, and you sitting up here and you can't buy a Little Caesars pizza, nigga.
That's
Mookie, you
spite.
laughing.
Yeah, you
Come on,
spiteful,
man.
yeah.
Come on, man.
So
and then you got to talk
jealous.
about that's jealousy.
Yeah.
And you
That
know when I
is.
knew that it was envy and when it was hatred, when I was in, like, I ain't really never tell nobody this story, but I was in like a deep depression where I didn't clean up. Like, I was just going to work and I was just existing. Like, I wasn't living. I'm just maintaining and I'm getting through the day every day. I'm not cleaning up, the clothes piled up on my bed. I invited my child's father in my home or whatever. This was years ago. Do you know he recorded my house?
What?
And sent it to me
I know you
recently
fucking
when I
lying.
went off on him and said, oh, if people knew how you was living, blase, squaze. And I said, send it to me. That's good material for Instagram. Send it to me, and I bet you I'll make a killing off of it, because that's what depression look like. And I said, instead of you grabbing my hand and saying, let's fold these clothes, you
let me
had the
do it for
audacity
you.
to record this shit and hold it
And kick you
attempt
while you
to use it
down.
against me.
Yeah, that's
I said,
horrible.
sick.
I said, you my enemy. From this day, you my enemy, because who would do something like that?
That's evil.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew, like, it's always been jealousy. You want to be beside me because I make you look good. But
That
you don't
part.
want to help me. You
Yeah.
don't want to help me. And it's so crazy because what's really sad for me, like, with my kids having different dads, is one of my children dads and their grandma is so amazing. She do everything for my baby. I could call her in the middle of the night. She going to answer the phone and come through for my child. And it's like my other kids get to see, how it is to have a grandma. Because my mom not here no more. So she a real grandma to my daughter. My other kids, they don't know what a grandma is. They don't know. And it make me sad because but she shared the love between my kids. But it's sad that, they don't get to have that. They don't get to have that father. They don't get to have that grandma. They don't get to have that auntie. You know what I'm saying? On their dad's side.
Girl, don't make me
And
cry up
that's-
here,
Right.
okay?
No, that's,
Okay, I want to add on to that. I'm finna
that's
make y'all
really
cry.
sad. That's
Finna
really,
make y'all
that's
cry.
really sad. So it's deeper than finances and bills and all that, because when you anointed and you a child of God, He gonna make it work every time. Like I had to leave out of my apartment. This is my last little tea I'm spilling about myself. I had to leave out of my apartment. I made a slight decision. I'm paying 2 rents, so that's about $6,000 that I was paying a month just for rent. You think any of my baby daddies said, "Let me buy your groceries for the month. Let me do this. Let me do that.
And
Let
it's
me
the
pay the
simple
light bill."
shit
You know what
that
I'm
they
saying? Let me
won't
get them.
Smallest
So
thing.
are you mentally okay? What's your mental health level? Nobody called me about nothing. But guess what? They feel like I left from where I was at to like show off and get a bigger, nicer place, not knowing the circumstances that made me move. I didn't want to move. I was paying $1,600 with the water included to $3,000 a month. Now I'm paying 2 rents for 3 months, and you can't put groceries in my refrigerator. That's a problem for me.
That is.
So it's just it's not about the finances all the time. And a lot of time, you be sleeping with the enemy. People just want to be around you because,
Leverage.
your energy. They
Yeah.
want to be around you because people, I don't know if y'all know about incubus and succubus and all that stuff. Soul ties, all that stuff is real. I'm telling y'all.
It
And when you
is.
detach from somebody that you thought so highly of, you look at them completely different.
Yeah.
So now he texts me good morning and all of this stuff and want to send me old videos of us together, but I don't see you in the same light. Like your face don't even look the same to me because how the way you treat my child.
So hold on, I just want to pause right there for the people. So an incubus and
Tell
a
'em what it is.
succubus
Tell 'em
is
what it is.
a sex demon.
Yes, it is. Hello.
I believe that an incubus is male and
Yeah.
a succubus is female, but it may be the other way around. Y'all just gonna have to get to Google to verify. But and soul ties are anytime that you engage in sex,
That
you have to
attachment.
understand that sex is a ritual,
Spiritual.
right?
It's
That-
bonding.
Whatever
It's
baggage
bonding,
that
like,
that ties
have,
two
right.
souls
Yeah.
together, right? And so you have to be very, very careful about who you have sex with because you are connecting with them, their past traumas, any agreement spiritually that they may have with other
just wipe my
people.
eyelashes
You
off.
take those
My
on
eyebrows
and you
off.
are influenced by them. You ever notice how you with somebody for a very, very long time, and if the relationship is sexual, you start to pick up some of those personalities, characteristics,
That's the truth.
phrases.
Yes.
You start maybe even dressing like them, right? Like you start wearing sneakers. You ain't even wear sneakers before. It's because
Start
you're
feeling
so
their
They be depressed, you be
together.
depressed.
right.
Yeah.
You start,
Yes.
for example, finishing each other's
Yeah.
sentences and things like that. That's a metaphysical
true.
connection. So I just wanted to plug that really
Yeah,
quickly
and
for
it's
the people
like,
who
when
may
you're
not
not
have known.
spiritually connected and you don't know about this stuff, this is why I feel like, the baby daddies can't let go because they don't know. They stuck, in the 2D. You get what I'm saying? They don't know how everything is spiritual, is energy and stuff like that. So that's how I learned to disconnect, because when I came in like agreement with myself and I knew who I was as a person and what I need to tolerate and what I expect from a man, it was like that was intolerable for me. Like, you can't come around me. You're not doing nothing for my child. Don't text me. I'll leave you. I'll put the red messages on just so you can know I seen the message and I'm not responding back to you.
That's great.
But
Response is a response.
yeah,
Because we
Now
don't
clock
take
that.
L's, we learn lessons.
we do. Like, y'all just don't know. So imagine dealing with this times 3.
When I tell you, so me,
Dealing with this times 3.
I was a kid going through that. Like my brother, he had both of his parents. Let me not say that. Let me say he had both his parents for like certain times of his life. So me and my other siblings on my mom's side, we would watch my brother get picked up by his dad, and they'll be going to like water parks and shit, and he'll take him for the summer. And me and my siblings, we used to be like sick as hell, like why can't we come? But they had their other siblings and everything like that.
So you felt some type of way about
I
it.
used to sit at the window and cry. I used to chase the
man.
car. Like I want to go with my brother. I don't want to be here alone. I used to be sad as hell. And like my other siblings, they went through that too. And me being independent, like it affected us differently. So I looked for that elsewhere. Like I found,
That's true.
I created my own family, and the people I was surrounding myself with, they gave me the same type of support that I needed where I was missing it at. But my other siblings, it kind of like dwelled on them, and it made them real, real angry and spiteful. And like, I guess it just hurt them real bad. So I don't think parents really take into account like how dynamic and how like
The damage that it's doing on
Yeah.
the children.
So, ladies, I do have a question. So, if you are in a situation where you have multiple baby fathers, is there an expectation of the father to also support
The other kids?
The other kids?
No, right? But it's okay. So I feel like, from my point of view, every check that I get is accounted for, whether it's for lights, whether it's for rent, whether it's for my car insurance. All these things are needed to get my kids around, all of them. So therefore, I feel like if you help me, it might go to the other kids, but think about everything that I've done for everybody, for all of my kids. So you really feeding back into me, feeding into your child. So whatever I choose what to do with the money is what I choose to do with the money.
Right.
Now, I seen this thing on Facebook and everything
The
about the
McDonald's.
guy that brought the McDonald's for the child. Now, I won't feel the type of way if one of my child's father bring only one of my children McDonald's. I won't feel the type of way because he's not obligated to feed my other children. But what you're not finna do is get at McDonald's to my kids in front of my other
in front
kids.
of everybody, yeah, that's
So
not
that's
right.
what we're not gonna do. And guess what? You gonna give her McDonald's, and guess what? The rest of y'all three go put y'all shoes on. Let's motherfucking go.
Right.
Period.
And we gonna get everybody McDonald's.
Right.
Because that's just what it is. He not obligated to take care of the other kids. But as far as like you helping me out, you don't get to dictate what I spend the money on because your child is with me 24/7. I'm paying rent. Your child is with me. I'm taking them to school all day, wasting my gas. So if I choose to take that money that you gave me and put in my gas tank, you shouldn't feel no type of way about that.
And again, I just want to be very careful because I'm not a parent.
No,
but just
no,
even,
I-
but
I wanna hear from another
thinking
perspective.
about, but just thinking about that logistically. Imagine it's 4 kids in a house, right? And I know you want to do something for your particular child, but you also are aware that
That
there
it's
are
other children.
that there are other children in the house. How can you know what I'm saying? Get up in your car, drive and drop off.
Right. But it's got to do
food
with
for this particular child.
It's got to do with upbringing and their family dynamic. That's what it has to do with. Because a lot of people, they know that this is not right. So they'll be like, listen, this all I got. Like, you got anything, we'll put it together and get everybody something.
Right.
That's what a real
A
man
Little
will do.
Caesar's pizza.
Right.
But you know what? What I chose not to do was hold my children's fathers accountable for what they don't know, but only for what they know. So if I see that your mother and your upbringing is a certain way, I don't judge you on that. I'm just going to come in like, okay, give her the McDonald's and I'll go get everybody else McDonald's type shit. But if I know that you came from a household where you know that's wrong and you trying to come over here and just give my baby McDonald's and you know it's 4 other kids here, you dead ass wrong.
Right.
But it's all about the upbringing, like where they came from. Like, that's what it's all about. So I judge them off of that. Like, if I could look at your parents and see, oh, yeah, they ain't quite got it all. I don't expect you to know that what you're doing is wrong by bringing them only one child McDonald's.
I can't imagine because again, like I grew up in a household like that,
Right.
and I've always had the mentality that like
Right.
if I look, I'm getting distracted, but if
Can I get
if
another shot, please?
for example, if I'm in a house, even now today,
Thank
if
you.
I'm in a house and say, you know, my friend is staying with me, maybe they're down bad or whatever the situation is, and I'm going to go get oxtails, I'm also going to get you oxtails.
Yeah.
And if I can't afford oxtails for the both of us,
Thank you.
then we're just going to have brown stew. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I
But
just,
you know what? That's
but I
the family
grew up like
dynamic.
that.
That's how you grew up. Cause that's like me. My kids come to my house and they have all their friends. I gotta feed them, everybody. And guess what? If you talking about you gonna go to the store, you got money for everybody to get something, or you not going to the store. But guess what? My son went to his friend's house and his friend went to the store, and I had to cash out my baby to go get some stuff. And I'm like, okay, do your friend got something? And he like, yeah, my friend got something. He finna spend his money. I'm gonna spend my. So your friend got something. And he ain't offer you to buy you nothing. That's crazy.
And you know what?
But a lot of people ain't
You
raised
got
like
that
that.
from Flo.
Yeah.
Because when Flo, one thing I can say
Yeah.
about her mama,
Yeah.
when we all hung out, we got McDonald's, everybody got
And
they
that's
got
something that
and
always
she a
stayed with
twin.
me. Yeah.
Y'all
And
identical?
No,
fraternal.
fraternal.
I'm jealous.
And when Flo
Don't
went,
be.
Twins.
she brought everybody.
That's like
It don't
another
care if
mama.
it was 10 of us.
Yeah.
She buying food for all
For
of
everybody.
us.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's why I
It
say it's
definitely
gotta do
depends
with
on
the
the
upbringing.
upbringing. Because me and my friends, we all was like misfits to our family. So like we all was like, we ain't fuck with our family. We gonna make our own. And like, if I don't got it, you got it. You don't got it, I got it. We in Chicago or we finna take a random trip to St. Louis or something. oh, you don't got no money for your ticket back, or you don't got no money for no food because you paid everything on your ticket, you straight. Like, we put all our money together, and it was like a thing. But I definitely done been around like people who, like, I wouldn't even say all only childs, but like a lot of my friends who are only childs, they don't be thinking like that. They just be thinking like, oh, like, I'm just by myself and like I'm gonna just take care of myself. But I be understanding it all just depends on like how you was raised and like who you be around.
Yeah, definitely.
So earlier today, I heard you talking about like self-care and like the importance of that. So like what routines do you have in place to really take care of yourself
So-
to like carry the load, because it is a big load.
It is. So think about this, right? I got a $3K rent that I'm paying by myself. The government is telling me I can't get food stamps. When I know that's a lie, I'm taking care of 4 children. The math ain't mathing. But that's neither here nor there. So we talking about every other bill that I got to pay, on top of the rent, on top of the car note, the insurance, whatever. My children, I got 3 girls. One of them 16, so her hairdo costs my hairdo. Like, this is wild at this point. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, but my
Show
thing,
karma.
yeah, it is. Hello. You know something, Mookie.
Yeah.
You know something. Listen.
Crystal
I
had
already
to
know
have
what
it
time
all,
it is. You know
okay?
what my baby said? She finna break my pockets. You hear me?
And-
She gonna make my
and-
pockets
and
hurt.
I
I said they
watch
hurt
you.
already.
I watch you.
Listen,
do
it's
the
me
same
all over.
thing.
Yes.
You had to have your hair, nails,
Yes.
and if you didn't, you was having a temper tantrum. So that was, Kayla, is your karma.
Yes, it's my karma. So
Now you see how Flo was feeling. And Flo, one thing
I
about
do.
her, she gonna get it.
Listen, that's the thing. Okay, so and I want to talk about that too, Mookie.
And that's
I want to
why
talk
you
about
like
that
how
too.
you
That's
is.
how
You
I
gonna
am. How I
get it.
am because my mama was
Yeah.
a single parent forever since I was born. I just met my daddy like 3 years ago for the first time after my mama passed away. My mama been passed away for like 7 or 8 years, but I just met my dad like 3 years ago. But anyways, that's another subject.
Yeah, please.
But but like how you said, what I do for self-care, like long as like my eyelashes done, I got my minks, my hair done, and my nails is done, I'm good. That's all I need. That's all I need. If here and there, if I want to buy a bag or something like that, like I like bags and stuff like that, like if I could do that. But it become hard for me to even do that and maintain. Hello. It becomes hard for me to maintain when I got to take care of bills. Like, it's hard. So, you know what I'm saying? I try to, but you know what people on the outside, they say? Like, oh, well, you ain't got your priorities straight because this, that, and the third. Because
Shit,
you want to go
fuck
pay
that.
somebody to get your hair done. I don't learn how to put my own wigs on because
Bye.
yeah, people, yeah, and that's what I feel like. But a lot of
Yeah.
people who don't have children, they feel like you being irresponsible because you want to go get your hair done. But I'm like, if I'm working every day and I want to show up to work, I need to feel good. I need to feel pretty. I need to have my hair done. I need to feel the part because I don't want to look like how I feel. If I'm
And
feeling down and depressed, I don't want to look coming there with my head on top of my head, walking into work. Now everybody know I'm down and depressed. At least they don't know, and I could go home and cry in the car. Like,
And that's
I'm
where I
not gonna
lost
be walking
control
around
at,
crazy.
Too. Well, I felt like my child
No.
had everything. I stopped getting my hair done. I stopped.
No, you
doing,
have
and
to.
this day, I'm still like that.
No, you have to.
And sometimes I'd be like, okay, let me just go do something. Because I would go.
Even if you
4
go to the
months,
beach and sit out there and
I
just
do that
relax,
all the
like
time.
you
I
need
that
to
all
do
the time.
something.
But when it comes to self-care, I put myself on the back burner for my child. And I really throughout those years lost myself.
Yes, you do lose yourself being a mom.
Really?
You do.
And that's speaking from the bottom of my heart. And now I was like, you know what? I need to go to the gym. I need to get back on track. I need to, And yeah, you really, when you have a child,
But think
your
of how many
priority-
times you said that, okay, I'm gonna get myself back together, and then you fall back into that same place where you
and
start
that's
back
what- Yeah.
not
Yeah.
taking care of yourself
That's
again.
true.
Like it's a revolving door.
Yeah, I'm going through that right now.
Yeah, and that's
Telling you.
not like that's what people don't
Going
and then
through that right now.
I like to take advice from people who's not parents. I do. I listen
Mm-hmm.
to them and I take it, I take it. Like I listen. But it's like you really don't know until you've had a child every day. You waking them up for school every day. You feeding them every day. You helping them with homework every day. Then you got to go to work at night. Then you come home. You sleep for an hour. Then you got to go pick them back up from school. Then you helping with homework. It's like
A revolving door. When does it
revolving
stop?
door.
When do you get a break?
mentally it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's really, really frustrating. So
Yeah.
you have to find
A balance.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to find a balance. So now I said starting next year I'm gonna take more trips, and a lot of times I take trips and I take my kids like an asshole.
You gotta have one trip.
I'm
without
not
'em.
doing that
I'm-
shit
I'm
next
sorry.
year. Okay?
You gotta have one trip without them.
I need a drinking around the world with my girls. I need something like, you know what I'm saying?
Period.
Because
Yeah.
my kids think they my best friends, which they are, but like I tell my twin sister, she
I
don't
need a
come
break.
visit me. She don't come visit me as much as I like her to. And I'm like, they don't understand me. They're kids. Please come over here. I need somebody to talk to. Cause it just
Can't
get
talk about what you want to.
it get overwhelming.
that.
It get overwhelming. It do.
I feel like a lot of people forget, like, when people have kids, they still people. Like, you still an adult, you still want to turn up. And I don't want to say I hate, because hate is a strong word, but I don't like when people put, like, parents in, like, a box and they be like, oh, once you become a parent, your life stops.
It's over.
Like,
I lost a lot of friends.
Mine
because-
as you should, though, because
But
people
when
don't
I-
understand.
We here.
When I
How
had
many
my
years,
child,
Mookie?
I lost a lot.
How many years, Mookie?
Ooh, we was sandbox babies.
Pregnant together, wobbling around there.
Yeah.
Y'all was pregnant together?
Yes, we was.
Love that for y'all.
Walking to each other's house. Boogie, what you doing today?
Me and my best friends got a pregnancy pact. We all gonna have a kid at 30.
We
Yeah.
sure was. Because
see.
Brylan in May and Jabo in June, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Back to
y'all
back.
close.
Yeah, she came in there wobbling.
yeah.
I thought
And I was so jealous. She came around there telling me, I'm in labor. And I'm like, damn, how
it
the
was
fuck?
y'all though. It was
I
y'all.
know,
You was
I
like,
know.
you and Spark was like, Mookie, go to the hospital.
Yeah,
'cause
'cause your feet
foot
was swollen like a motherfucker.
For my baby shower, I was crying. I was like postpartum depression on 20.
She was
Oh,
so
no.
I couldn't even wear my
emotional.
little cute sandals. I was walking around with bare
Busting out them shit.
shoes. Yes, God. And I would come down there, walking down the street to their house, and I sitting there with them. They was like, Mookie, go to the hospital. I was like, no, I'm all right. Go.
Wait, that was your first? That was your second?
That was my second year.
So you coached her through it a little bit,
Yeah.
right? That's you was
And
good
you know
though.
what? Another thing, Sparkle. Sparkle went with me to one of the classes.
I know, to go see the hospital, right?
Yeah,
the breathing.
I love
We
that for
in
y'all.
there, she behind me, we doing breathing techniques. I say, Sparkle, they think we together. She say, I know. They think we
I
a
never
gay
knew this.
couple.
I knew
Yes.
y'all went, but I didn't know it was the breathing
So
class.
she behind me. And I say, Sparkle, they think we together. She say, I know, girl.
Yeah.
We laughing. The people think we a gay couple. And she just being a good friend.
Yeah,
Just
but it's
supportive as
My
hell.
baby daddy wasn't shit. So she in there at North Shore in the class helping me breathe
that's
in
what's
and out.
up. That's what's up.
Oh my God.
But that's
That
why it's
is
good to have
crazy.
other friends that have children because
Yeah.
they don't feel some type of way when y'all don't speak in weeks and y'all don't speak in
Yeah.
months
Yeah.
and y'all don't
Uh-huh.
maybe a year go by and you ain't say what's up, how you doing today. You know it's all love because we all going through the same shit. And that's why like me and Mookie, we go way back, like way back. And guess what? I don't call her every day. I don't text her every day, but I already know what time it is. Like you
When
know
y'all
what I'm
link
saying?
up.
And I don't have friends. I don't have no friends to go out with, nothing. I just be home with my kids. But I know one thing. We've been friends forever. Like had babies, like all type of stuff still to this day. Like family. Like for real.
I always say childhood best friends the best
It
type
is,
of
it
relationship
is,
because
it
they
is.
know you through life, not just this stage of life.
I tried to make a friend at my job. That bitch left me at not Coco's, at fucking the office in my car. That bitch had my car, left me
Don't
at the
get me
office.
started about the office.
I said never again. I don't want to go out. 'Cause
I
guess
had-
what? Y'all know me, Mookie. Y'all be like, let's go. But I be like, I ain't ready. But y'all gonna make sure I get home.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She
You
left
go
me.
to the
She had
bathroom?
my car. She had my car, left me there.
And where
Listen,
did she
them boys was like, anybody want to see a dead body? They were ready for me, baby.
Y'all,
Waiting for me.
my 21st birthday, my homegirl who I met
No.
in Miami left me at the office in a shootout. Left me in the office at a shootout on my birthday with the hotel key,
baby,
everything.
no.
On my
See?
birthday.
For
It's
real?
good to
Yes.
have good friends.
But it's
if
okay,
I ain't going
though.
out with
Well, I
my
had
good
one,
friends
a
or family,
coworker
I'm not going out.
That told the lieutenant on his rounds, oh, do you know we went out for bowling? She had her uniform pants on, her regular shirt, and she came to do overtime, and she was drunk.
You lying to me.
on everything.
You lying to me.
They
I
say
promise-
that about
It
you?
was supposed to be your friend?
Yeah,
People are sick.
So what happened with that situation? Like,
but she ain't know me and Lieutenant was.
but
cool
what
like
happened with the
that.
situation? Did you like
Cut
call on
cut-
bullshit?
Cut her the fuck off.
Oh, you can't breathe my air no more. You try.
I wrote
That's
her.
so
I
fucked
say
up.
when he left, I say, what made you feel comfortable to tell a lieutenant that?
Right.
And not only that, he married to the captain.
Oh.
Even
So
though
you
he
know
cool
what?
and he party.
That's what I said. People be wanting your energy. People want to sit around you for your energy, for your.
And
I'm
waiting
telling
for you to slip
listen,
up.
Exactly.
And I'm like, what? And when I got that call, I wrote her a long paragraph. I say,
You sound like me. That hoe opened my door. She said, "Oh, I'm a fuck ass."
yeah.
I'm in the parking lot on break. I wrote that hoe on text now because you know we can't have our phones.
Yeah.
Wrote that bitch. Oh, pussy asshole. I'm going off. Something
Y'all,
in my head said,
leave
"Lock
them
my car."
coworkers
She
at
opened that
work.
car door, she said,
Do not
"Oh,
make
I'm a
friends with
fuck
your
asshole." I said,
coworkers.
I said what I said. I was finna drag her up and through that parking lot. Because
telling
you
you.
never supposed to leave who you came with, period.
Yeah.
You never
Ever.
supposed
That's
to.
true.
You
Ever.
never
supposed
know
to
what
leave.
happened
That's
at the end of
rule.
the
That's
night.
that's the number one rule. You never leave who you came with. And I felt like you broke that rule. You ain't mean me no good.
Yeah.
I could have been in somebody bullshit.
Yeah.
I coulda
got
died
kids
that
to go
night.
home.
Listen,
Exactly, girl. You weird.
That is the number one rule. When you go out with somebody, you gonna go home what you came with. Listen,
Yeah.
I don't care if you met somebody and you thought that they were fine and you want to sleep with them. They're gonna have to pick you up from my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? They're gonna have to
You
pick
gonna
you
sit in the
up.
bathroom?
When it come to that, though, I
No,
might
and
just
I don't
dip out.
care. Listen, I don't care.
When my man call, I gotta go.
No,
Sorry.
listen. He's gonna have to pick you up from my address.
No, he gonna take you home with me.
And I don't care if he's in the club. He gonna have to
And
follow
guess
me.
what? And I'm gonna have to
home.
see
Yeah, I
ID. Let me
know
take a
that's
picture
right.
front and back of
I know
ID.
That part,
What
though.
you say? He gonna have to follow me.
He's gonna have to follow me, and he's gonna have to pick you up from my doorstep. You,
And you
never
get the tag
leave.
number and all that, ain't
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hello.
So
Do you-
y'all, let's get into
No.
the next segment. Let's
Okay.
talk about it. Sweet shit. So I'm gonna let y'all pick y'all own poison. I'm not gonna. Yeah, y'all wanna
All
get
right.
y'all shot ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh,
Come on now, come on, get your shot.
now Beyonce and Jay-Z,
They
They
did their
messed
big
up for
one.
this.
Yeah, they did their big one.
let me tell you something.
Sir Davis, 10 out of 10.
Let me tell you.
10 out of 10.
Let's give a shout out for Miami Community Radio for giving us the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't already do so, follow them.
Let me pick.
So let's talk about it. Sweet shit.
I'm
Sweet
scared.
shit.
Okay.
Wait, what's the general gist of these, or is it just random?
Let me do it.
Random. Yeah, you pick your own poison.
Oh, I hope it ain't crazy.
You know I ain't rap too tight.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
this one is not. This one is not bad.
Oh, you trying to get into some things? Okay, I'll start. I'll crack it off.
Go ahead.
It says, "How often do you think a couple should be having sex?" Okay, so I'm sorry if you're watching this, but I'm not gonna lie. I be fucking like.
Remember,
I'm
you
glad I
said
ain't
you're
get that
not
one.
sexual. You better, because
Once a
somebody
day.
else gonna get sexual.
I say once a day if I'm in love.
Once a
Once a
day.
That's it.
Yeah.
If
I
y'all
mean-
stay together too.
Baby.
It depends.
No.
Sometimes we do, but y'all know like
Tell the truth.
Come on now.
And that's
preach,
on Sir
preach. Let
Davis,
it out. Preach.
Beyonce.
okay, no shade. Y'all know it depends on if I'm like bottoming or topping, but if I'm topping, it is what it is. If I'm bottoming, no, you're not fucking me like that.
Oh, I don't blame
Cause
you
I don't
because,
eat. I don't eat that
baby,
much, but still
Y'all
like.
are some strong men to take that back there.
But I don't do it that much though. That's the thing because I can't eat for a couple days. Like it's a thing because
It's a
I don't
whole
douche.
process?
I don't douche. That's bad for you.
Yeah, it is.
So
It is.
you know I don't
Tell
really do
them.
that.
Yeah.
They need to know
Don't
that.
do it.
Well, I'm not no scientist or I'm not no physician or whatever, but I just Googled, a couple things. But
You right.
I don't do all that. But I say oftenly, I would say once a day.
Oh, baby. Go ahead.
Oh,
Trey.
y'all freaky.
Oh, yes.
I don't got no cat.
He said, "Oh, y'all freaky."
If I had a cat, it'd be different, but
You know.
What is
you
your
got a
star
cat,
sign?
baby.
What does that mean?
What?
What is your star sign? Like,
Like your
Your horoscope?
Your horoscope.
Is that my horoscope?
Like your yeah.
you the one that wrote them?
Yeah, but I was.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Okay,
Like what's
my
your
horoscope? Okay, so I'm a Cancer.
So that's July.
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 June.
June.
June
The
to
end of
July.
June.
The end of June.
So tell us
Yeah.
about Cancer.
So
The good and the bad.
So cancers are creative. Cancers are protectors of themselves and protectors of the people that they love. These are the good things. Cancers are, and here's the good and the bad. I'm gonna start with good. I'm gonna transition into the bad. So cancers are not. People think that cancers are sensitive.
Yes, y'all are.
No, but here, cancers
What's
are
y'all like? What do y'all rule? What water? Air,
Water.
Water.
so
Not
cancers.
sensitive then.
Crabs.
So no, but listen, I wanna add a new definition to the word of sensitivity.
Okay,
I am not sensitive in the sense that I am crying over everything, but I think that cancers have a high emotional IQ, is what I would say, right?
That's the professional
That's
way
the-
to say it.
That's the professional way of saying it. So I feel a lot. I feel a lot of energy. I feel like me personally, because I sing, that I sing professionally, and so I always say that
You
the
want to
gift
give
is.
us a tool?
No, I don't.
Just one little
No,
tool.
no,
Let me
no,
give you a
no.
tune with the card I
No.
pulled.
But I think that the gift is not music. The gift is actually understanding and reading energy, right? So you see people having a good time. You can feel the joy. You can feel the emotion. And I think that that is really great, that cancers are highly emotionally intuitive.
They are.
The issue with that is that I feel every single thing. I feel everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? And sometimes I think like my evolution of being a cancer, like I have to learn how to not say everything that I see. So if I feel that you're lying to me, you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'd let you know.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're being honest, right? I'm reading your body language. I'm reading your energy. Sometimes you have to allow things to be what it is. And I think that cancers, like for me specifically, as a cancer, if I feel as though you're not being honest, and I bring that to you, and I feel like you are not being honest about not being honest, now I feel myself getting upset. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we are ruled by our emotions, right? But I also think that cancers have a way of, because I understand energy, I really believe in romance. I really believe.
Yeah.
No, I do. I really believe in romance. Like I really believe in love. I really believe in all of the things. What he wrote down there? I just want to see.
Uh-oh.
Look.
Oh. Oh no, that's David.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
So no, we having a high emotional
Where he
IQ.
at?
I like Brianna.
Yeah, I think cancers have a high emotional IQ. So
Yeah,
that's
y'all do.
what I would say.
That's a good way to say it.
That's what I would say. But I think cancers can also be emotionally manipulative.
Yes.
And I just got to be
Yes.
honest. I think that.
And I know
I
because
don't
I'm
think I ever
I'm dating
was like
one.
personal with a cancer.
I'm dating one, and everything he said is true.
It is.
Yes.
Can I make a public service announcement really quick?
ahead.
I love everybody's outfits.
Thank you. Thank you.
We all look
I
good.
love y'all too. Yes.
Period.
Yes. Y'all my new best friends. I need some friends. Can I recruit y'all, please?
Yeah.
Because you know we going to get into some
Now
things.
read the questions.
Don't leave
Read
me at
the
the club.
questions.
Just don't leave me at the club. Okay, you ready?
Come on.
Oh, y'all ready?
Yes, huh?
Okay, I didn't even think about this, and I just put it to the side. Okay, it said, "What's your go-to karaoke song?"
That's a good one. That's a good
Right
one.
now.
I remember when my
All right, bro.
I remember when I gave up loving you.
Okay. Shout out to Keisha Cole.
My question is, how did you meet your spouse or significant other?
Well, I like that
we,
one.
We both
Uh-oh.
was working at Publix warehouse. I was security, and he's
I
still
remember
in the
that,
warehouse.
Mookie. I remember that.
And yeah.
The one by the office?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Mookie,
And
I
we
remember
met
that,
back.
Mookie.
I'm gonna give a quick story before we go. He gave my supervisor.
What you mean before we
the
go?
number.
It just started. Sorry, we need 20 more minutes.
He gave my supervisor his number to give to me. She didn't really want to give me the number because she had something going with him, but she lied and told me that she didn't. She was like, "Oh, we was just friends or whatever." She didn't want to really give me the number, and he kept asking, and she gave me the number. And how I found out, because when I first started talking to him, the cancer, I went through his phone. I did. I snooped through his phone. I found out, and I asked him. I said, "Did you have anything going on with Sherry?"
Let me get one more shot before we go. Let me get one. Sherry, you heard that, Sherry?
He said, he was like, oh no, we just kicked it and that's it. He was like, is that going to change anything? I said no, because she lied and said that y'all didn't have nothing going on, and you being honest that you really did to do with her. But that's fine. I was already in it. I can't change that. This was before my time.
Fuck Sherry. She's
But
trifling.
she thought he was just gonna hit and run like he did with her.
Oh,
And
but
I was
still.
driving his car. He was bringing me roses, all that, and she got mad.
Let me ask a
But
question.
you know what?
Let me ask a
Hold
question.
on, before you
Okay,
ask,
go ahead,
I just want to say
Uh-huh.
that a cancer's just kicking it is different than other signs just kicking it. Because we will do the flowers, we'll do the chocolates, we'll do the dates, we'll do all of the things, and we could really just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta be careful.
So maybe
with
that
the
girl
cancer.
probably it really wasn't nothing for real. She probably
It
felt
wasn't
like
nothing for real. He was just,
Because I was gonna ask you.
No,
I was gonna ask you
and
if
how I
she
found
would've
out.
told you if she would have told you
She-
that.
yeah,
No, if she would
I
have
would-
told you that it was like instead of denying it, it just gave you the number. You think things would have been different?
Oh yeah, I would have never talked to him.
Well,
Because-
look, fate,
No, I would have never.
Yeah.
No, I would have never. Did
You see that?
fate.
She lied to me, and she got mad when I was driving his car. He was bringing me roses. She even told me, "I'm making this quick because we got to cut off." But
No, let us pull one more time.
she was like,
Sir, can we get one more name out the bag, please? Just one more. I love you.
she was like, you was gonna get a no call, no show. Before she told me call the CCTV room and tell them I'm gonna be running late. And then she was like, don't call me. But when she see me put it up with him, she want me to call and tell her everything that why I'm late and blah, blah, blah.
Everything done
Thank you
changed.
for Miami Community Radio for giving us this opportunity. If you don't already do so, follow Miami Community Radio on IG and Twitch, also YouTube. And if you don't already do so, follow me on Sweet Little Theory Podcast, IG, and that's it. Thank you.
Have a wonderful
Thank you.
night.
Y'all be easy.